Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Pick and Pop. I am your host, Mauricio, along with my co-host,
A big A. Oh my god. Big A.
sound like you're trying to push one out. But anyway, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get right into it. No more dragging along with shit. And first and foremost, I want to talk about Draymond Green, Mr. Podcast himself, okay? Mr. Suspended Indefinitely. What are your thoughts about this, my boy? Talk to me.
Not sponsored by Panda Express. Anyways, Draymond Green, you're a fucking idiot, bro. Somebody
The highlight
somebody
reel?
made a video. The one that you sent me. I forget old boy's name. I've been watching his shit forever. He is hilarious. You said Draymond got CTE. That shit had me fucking crying. But nah, man, this Draymond's out of control. So let's be fair about something. I'm gonna keep this shit very quick. I'm not gonna ramble on about it. The Warriors are garbage. The Warriors are wasting Steph Curry, like the rest of Steph Curry's like 30-point per game years, and I think it's very sad. Clay is unplayable. Draymond Green is an absolute liability on and off the court. I mean the Warriors are just they are shit but worse. You know, they're 10-13, so the record doesn't look as bad as their season has gone. But I genuinely think it's just time to blow it up. Um, Steph Curry is too nice to request a trade, and he's also too nice to request like a change. Also, to demand a change. So I think it's up to Mike Dunleavy, to do what he has to do because it's an absolute dumpster fire. If John Morant got 25 games suspended for, I understand what he did for the image of the NBA looked bad, but Draymond Green, I don't give a fuck if he's a 4-time champion, bro. He is a repeat offender, and he's doing shit in games that is just completely unnecessary. And the fact that he had the audacity after the game to say, "Oh, it was an accident," and we went back and we watched it, and I was like, Where? Where is the accident? That was more like you should." He was like staring at him as he did it. So, if John Morant got 25 games, this indefinite ban is either going to get him kicked out of the league or he's going to get more than 20 games suspended. And if at that point, you got to start finding something for him. Get him in trade talks, something. A young team will take a veteran like that just for the game and the experience. But I think his antics, I don't think he's just going to go to a contender. I don't think any contender would want to deal with him. And yeah, so that's all I got to say about that. He's fucking ridiculous. It's coming off as just like childish. You're too grown for that, bro. You got kids. Like, stop doing that bullshit.
So, we were talking about like possibly getting rid of Dre off of the Warriors. Not gonna lie, send Dre straight to to the depths of the NBA hell. Send him to the Wizards. Detroit! I forgot.
Let him go back home. I'm pretty sure he's from Michigan. Let him go back home. Go back home.
Or the reason why I was saying, the Wizards. Get Jordan Poole back, man.
Bro.
Get Jordan Poole back.
Yeah,
but yo, we fucked up. Nah, but I'm not gonna lie, bro. There's a whole highlight reel of this man's career. It's 2 minutes long. I want you to understand this. It's 2 minutes long of this motherfucker. Well, let's start from the back and then go all the way to the front. All right, from the most recent to the latest or earliest, whatever. Nurkic gets fucking smacked like a motherfucker. Rudy Gobert gets choked out.
All in the same season.
Yeah, previous season. Domantas Sabonis gets stomped out and gets his chest caved in by this man's foot. And then we could go all the way back to smacking the fuck out of LeBron in the face twice while he's going for a layup. Kicking Steven Adams in the nuts more than once. Trying to get into it with Donovan Mitchell. Trying to get into it with this person. Bro, like, this is repeat. Like, at this point, you have a target on your back that it's your fault that it's on your back. And on top of that, you're giving them more reason to make that target bigger. So, and then for the Warriors, if they want to make sure that Curry, they don't waste his time, the time that he has left, because no matter what, he's still the greatest shooter in the world. We gotta move him. Clay's not getting that contract, that extension. He's not getting that shit at this
Hell
point.
no. They offered him the 2 years, 48, and he should have took that, bro. You are not. I mean, you'll get it, but from a shit team. So if you're just chasing the bread, bro, go ahead. Ain't no contender giving you that money no more.
Clay he's not getting that money. Dre, like, listen, the nucleus when they were younger, fire, bro. Like when Clay was able to clamp up on people before the injuries, fire, and his shooting touch was crazy. I don't know what happened there.
His confidence
Draymond,
is shot.
yeah, Draymond, we know what he was. He had his antics, but he was still a great defender, a lot of ball knowledge on the court. But now, bro, they're older, man, and you gotta get Curry around some younger guys that could keep up with him, and then just build it. It's like not rebuild, but like just build around him and win another chip if you can. But
Just give him a chance at least. This shit's embarrassing. I know we
or
say
let the
we're
guy
tired of
go,
the Warriors, but like, come
or
on
let the
now.
guy go, or let the guy go. Send him somewhere.
Nah.
Yeah, send him somewhere. Hey, you want a superstar, right, Andy? Go to Brooklyn.
I mean, I saw that edit, but
Go to
I
Brooklyn.
mean, sheesh, that would be fucking crazy.
Go to Brooklyn. Listen,
Yo,
listen. I got you. I got you.
Barclays would be sold out every single night if
I
Steph
got
Curry
you.
was in New
I
York.
got you. Yo, Warriors. I'll give you James Harden. Okay. Russ will start. Curry at the 2. Perfect fit. Kawhi and PG. That's it. Multiple chips. That's it. Curry's retiring with 10. That's it. That's it. It was over. It's over right there.
All right. So, anyways, what this guy said, no. So we'll give you Dennis Smith Jr., Cam Johnson, and 2 of our first round picks, and give us Steph Curry. Thank you very much. We have the picks. We have the young talent. He has 4 bums all trying to figure out who's gonna get the ball.
Hey.
We're gonna talk about them in a little bit, but come to Brooklyn, bro. So Giannis goes off for his career high. Obviously, the Bucks are still hot. Absolutely dominant performance from Giannis. He was everywhere, all over the floor, just offensively, defensively. Turned a little bit sassy Giannis in the post game because of the game ball. I understand. I don't think it was that big of a deal. But he deserves to be called out for his sassiness. Giannis going off like that. I mean, we're gonna get into this a little bit later. But when Giannis is playing like that, bro, where you just can't stop him in the paint, there's really nothing you can fucking do. Like he is the most unguardable player in the NBA when everything is going the right way. And I know, like, you know, we're not talking about absolute fucking excuse me. We're not talking about like absolute fucking world beaters that Giannis just did this to. Like the Pacers are good, but they play no defense, and there is nobody on that team that could have remotely stopped what Giannis had going on. Pacers played pretty well, but not enough to kind of outdo that. I don't like that the Bucks only won by 14. And I know that sounds crazy, but in today's NBA, like if you got a guy going off for 60 plus, why are you only winning by 4? Like that should have been like a complete blowout game in my opinion. But he's fucking unstoppable. I still don't think he's probably top 3 in the MVP race. I would say it's like Luka, him, and Tatum right now. But other than that, great performance from Giannis. I've been waiting for like that first 60 bomb, of the season, and I'm glad that Giannis was the one to get it. Um, I want to see guys just kind of go for these career highs. Like I feel like that's missing. Guys just going out and scoring every single fucking point. I can't wait to see like a Wemby career high. I don't know, a night that the threes are falling for Braun and he goes for 65. KD's never broke fucking like I don't understand what's up with KD, bro. I know he gets double and triple teamed every time, but KD will never just go for that damn career high. But yeah, it was crazy watching him go off for 60. That was tough.
So that was a great game. Giannis walled out. Defense, offense. We've talked about that. He is a diva, because that's the word of the month apparently in our friend group. So Andy knows what I mean.
No.
The Nas, the Nassas wanted to throw hands.
Thanasis is yo. Hold on, bro. We gotta talk about this.
Go ahead. What's up?
Let's be serious, because like we don't bullshit over here at Pick and Pop.
We don't.
You cannot tell me that there are not like 100 players that are more deserving of the position that Thanasis Antetokounmpo has on that fucking roster that are not signed right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think it is absolutely ridiculous that just because that's that guy's brother, that he's allowed to just ride the bench like that. He's a bad player, dude. Like even like I've watched his games in Greece, like when they were playing for Greece. He doesn't do anything on that fucking court. He's not a good defender. He's definitely not a good offensive player at all. His number one greatest move is fast break points. Like if he's open cherry picking, oh yeah, Thanasis can get you like 6 points a game. Like why the fuck is he sitting on the bench?
Maybe that's
Like
not his role,
that shit is
bro.
clown behavior.
That might
Kostas
not be
isn't in
his
the NBA
role.
anymore. Kostas isn't in the NBA anymore. That motherfucker got a chip and disappeared from the face of the earth.
True.
Like I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like that. Unless you're telling me, oh, this is the only way that we can keep Giannis happy. Okay, cool.
Yeah. Or he
We
could be
get.
a great locker room guy. Who knows what it is? I don't know.
I don't give a
I don't know.
fuck.
I don't know what that
There's no
Thanasis is
reason
doing
why.
there. I don't
There is
know.
no reason
You know what
why
I'm saying,
that
man? I
guy
don't
needs
know.
to
You know
be
what
in
I'm
the
saying?
fucking
Like,
league.
ya quiere que te diga, you know what I'm
Like
saying?
James Johnson getting signed today to the Pacers. That shit was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, damn, I forgot about this motherfucker, the most deadly man in the NBA.
Yeah. But back to the point. Giannis absolutely balled. And he wanted the game ball, man. Uh I get it, you know. Giannis kind of deserves the ball more than a rookie, if that's what the Pacers said. That happened, but overall, man, great game by Giannis. Not gonna call them a red hot Pacers team because they're not a red hot right now, but they have been playing nice, and they did get to the finals in not the playing tournament. I'm sorry, in the tournament
To
in
then
Vegas.
eventually lose to 5-time champion LeBron James.
Did you say 5?
5-time champion.
That should count like half a chip.
Mike doesn't have one. That's crazy. Could never be me. I can never be called the GOAT and not have an in-season tournament championship. Crazy. Anyways.
Anyway, overall, great game by Giannis. Sassy as fuck, but at the end of the day, I applaud that shit. But moving forward from the East, I want to talk about something going on in the West and in the East. There's been rumors going around talking about Zach LaVine possibly being traded to the Lakers. Apparently it was something about his agent saying that they want to go to LA and play for the Lakers. What are your thoughts on this?
To be honest, man, I don't like it, and I think that they need to. So, like, if the Bulls are gonna take like Torian Prince and like Max Christie or something like that,
That
then
would
like I
never happen.
understand it.
That would never
But if
happen.
you're talking about just like trading him straight up for some of these valuable pieces like Rui Hachimura and all of them, like I just think it's absolutely ridiculous. Like you don't need Zach LaVine. He's coming off of an injury already this season. I mean, is brittle. You cannot have a situation to where Zach is hurt, AD is hurt, and now Braun has to carry. It's a recipe for fucking disaster. Talked about this a little bit before. I don't think that that's a good move for him. I think Zach needs to go to a place where he's like the de facto number one option. Because that's what his contract is. Like a contender, go to Golden State. Golden State should try to trade for Zach LaVine. If Steph Curry can begin his rebuild, we were just talking about Steph. If he can begin his rebuild with Zach LaVine next to him, okay. If you get to like somehow keep Wiggins, instill some confidence back in Wiggins, because bro, I'm gonna be honest, those days that I was watching Minnesota, Wiggins is as streaky as it gets. But I don't think it's his talent. I genuinely think it's his mental. If he's not in it, he plays like shit. But if he's in it, he damn near won Finals MVP against the Celtics.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying? So like, if you have those three guys, Wiggins would be if he saw Zach LaVine walk through the door, Andrew Wiggins would be so fucking happy. Like the Warriors will look at him and be like, "Bro, we've never seen you this happy before." Get reunited with his rookie teammate.
Mm-hmm.
They came in the same draft class.
Mm-hmm.
Um, like getting a guy like that would boost Andrew Wiggins's
Morale.
like his morale 100%. So getting a guy like Zach LaVine for the Warriors, I think makes sense. The Lakers doesn't make sense. Teams like the Clippers don't make sense. I could see that Denver doesn't trade or doesn't do anything with their picks. I could see them fuck around and try to trade some pieces and get Zach LaVine. That would be OD. Um, but nah, in the West, I don't see any other teams unless he's going to one of the bottom feeders. In the East, I mean, giving the Pacers a second scorer next to Tyrese Halliburton might be good. I think Tyrese Halliburton's going to remain like a top 3 point guard in this game for many years to come. So if you have like a top 5 shooting guard in the league, I think that is pretty beneficial. I'm trying to think of any of the other contenders. I know that Utah wants to trade Zach Collins. I know Laurie Markkinen, Zach Collins. Um, I know Utah wants to trade Collins. I know they want to trade Laurie. So I mean Utah, if you go in and you and Laurie maybe for like a rebuild, there's a lot of options. I mean, to be honest, we don't need it. We really don't. We don't need more wings. That's actually the Nets' problem is too many wings. We have Mikhail, Cam, Dorian Finney-Smith, Royce O'Neal. The list goes on and on and on and on with wings. But if you're trading some of these for Zach LaVine, okay. Him and Cam Thomas as a scoring duo would be fucking unbelievable. That shit would be gross, out of this world. And then with Mikhail Bridges at the 3, um, they would just be we're literally the We Believe Warriors. So that's really the only thing I see. I know he's not gonna be on Chicago either this year or next year. I think we can say that for sure. I think DeMar's gone too. I genuinely think Chicago should just blow it up.
I think DeMar's a better
But
fit for the Lakers.
no, man, not anymore. They should have got him when they should have got him in fucking 2021 instead of getting Russ. Not anymore, bro. He's lost a little bit of a step. I know he's still a mid-range demon, but they just don't need that shit right now, bro.
All right.
He should have came 2 years ago. So
What do you think about trading Donovan Mitchell over there and getting Zach LaVine in
but
Cleveland?
they wouldn't do that. You don't trade Donovan Mitchell for Zach LaVine. Like as a GM, you just wouldn't do that.
I don't know, man. I don't think Donovan Mitchell's gonna stay on the Cavs much longer. In my opinion. But
I don't know why. I don't see why he would move. He has everything he
how
needs.
much time does he have in his contract actually?
I don't know,
I'll
but
look
he
that up.
has everything he needs on that team. He has a defensive player of the year type candidate in Evan Mobley. He has one of the best shot blockers in the league in Jared Allen. Darius Garland is one of the best young guards in the league. He has young talent everywhere he looks. He's got veterans like Struess. Like I don't
Uh
understand why would he leave.
and one
So
second.
like if you're gonna tell me, right? If you're gonna tell me that he's gonna go to the Heat
Next season.
to play with Jimmy, okay.
Next season.
I could see some shit like that, like him playing with Jimmy on the Heat. Um,
Oh shit, yeah, he could go to the Heat.
he could go to the
Zach
Heat.
LaVine. Zach
Yep, he
LaVine
could go to
too.
the Heat. He could go be the man on the Magic next to Paolo.
Mm-hmm.
Like him and Paolo can now be like the two like young stars. Paolo's a generational talent. We've talked about Paolo
Mm-hmm.
before. That's all we create at Duke is just generational talent players. Just the best of the best of the best. I
Bias
don't
is
care what
very
people say about. I
extreme.
don't care what people say about Kentucky. Like we create the best.
Bias like
Same like Alabama in football. Like just everybody.
Alabama football's fired up. I
I'm
agree with
saying
that.
like we just like my college teams just create the best of the best. Like that's all it is. So it's cool. Whatever. Not to brag or anything.
Anyway, personally, if Zach LaVine does go to the Lakers, I think the Lakers are losing D'Lo. I think they're losing Rui. I think AR is staying. I don't see how they trade him. Like even if it's like it looks like he should be gone in the trade, I feel like they would fight to keep him.
But could you see that actually happening though?
With the way that the Lakers like to like just
Uh,
throw everything at one thing, yeah.
I don't think Rob is gonna do that again. He learned the hard way. 2 losing seasons. He learned the hard way.
Man, you never know, bro. Like if
He learned the hard way, bro. They not doing that shit again. That shit. If I see that notification on my phone,
Now,
that Zach LaVine's been traded to the Lakers, I'm gonna scream.
yeah, but if you could somehow keep Rui and just get rid of D'Lo, and then what,
No,
like a
I
Torian
just,
Prince
dude,
there,
I feel like
Max
D'Angelo
Christie.
Russell does so much for the Lakers. Like he's averaging 7 assists a game, and
Yeah,
most games he'll have like 15 and 10. Like I don't understand where the D'Lo hate is. Like
there's no hate,
he's a really good. No, I'm not saying you're
no
hating
hate.
on
I'm
him. I'm
just
just
saying,
saying like
like,
in general
I
from
feel like he's
Lakers
an
fans.
upgrade
Like
from D'Lo, Zach LaVine.
Zach LaVine at point guard,
Not a
no.
point guard, as a
Zach LaVine is a
scorer,
shooting guard,
as a scorer.
but he cannot distribute the ball like D'Angelo Russell.
That's true.
So John Morant is set to come back soon. We don't have the exact day.
Mm,
I think there's 2 more games.
mhm.
I think we're 23 games in. I
3 or
think there's
4,
2 more games.
3 or 4,
No, it's 2 games.
3 or 4, something like that.
We're 23 games in. He was suspended for 25. What is
I got
what
him.
is 25 minus 23? You fucking idiots.
Grizzly.
This guy's saying 3 or 4. He was suspended for 25. They've played 23 games.
Hold up. Hold up.
Mauricio.
Yeah,
The Grizzlies are 6 and 17. That is 23 games.
2 more games.
Oh my god.
Restart this.
No. You better keep that shit in.
I didn't know the record, motherfucker.
My god, I'm telling you the record.
I wanted to see
This
it for
guy,
myself.
this guy's out of fucking
I wanted
control.
to see
Anyways,
it for myself.
John Moran is coming back. The Grizzlies are absolute dog shit. Jaren Jackson looks like a shell of himself, even though he's been cooking recently. I think he turned it up a bit. Do you think that John Morant coming back is enough to break them out of this 11-game hole that they're in?
Before I answer that question, quick question for you. You think Dylan Brooks is the soul of that team? Yeah, because
Yeah.
they're not playing the same ever since
He was the
he's been
enforcer.
gone.
Jaren Jackson's playing very well. I gotta say, like they
Yeah.
have some good pieces. Like the team is still pretty good, but I think they underappreciated Dylan Brooks.
Oh yeah. I think what cost Dylan Brooks' position was just the whole instigating Braun, like poking the bear type shit.
I think that they took that way too deep.
Mhm.
You need a guy like Dylan Brooks, right? And we talked about this. Like Dylan Brooks is the type of guy you want on your team. Just because he gets cooked by LeBron and the Lakers, that doesn't mean anything, bro. LeBron cooks fucking everybody. That should not be the reason why
You get rid of a guy like that.
get rid of he is an all NBA defensive player. He made all NBA defensive team. Why?
He won the World Cup with Canada.
Bro, no, Germany won the World Cup.
Oh shit, I'm sorry. He was cooking up with them though.
You get back Marcus Smart, who is a defensive player of the year. Great, fantastic. This league isn't about guarding the guards. This league is about guarding the wings. So like you need a guy like Dylan Brooks. That's the answer to that. But John Morant.
I think with him coming back, it'll bring some type of soul back to the team. I think they'll get improved. I see them in the play-in tournament, not in an official playoff spot. I see them maybe 8th, 9th, 10th, possibly
Playing spot. I
playing
agree.
spot. I think that's where they'll get to. Now if they get to like the 6th seed, I would be surprised personally because they have a lot of catching up to do. Like they have to like gotta go on a few win streaks here before they could like be okay with taking a game off. The Grizzlies were, in my opinion, the days of the Grizzlies winning without Ja are over. They fucked up. They shouldn't have gotten Marcus Smart. Wait, they lost what was his name? Trey Jones? Fuck. Tyus Jones. They lost
His
Tyus
brother.
Jones. Yeah, right. They lost Tyus Jones to the Wizards, which I think was a bad move, honestly, because he
is a true point.
He
That
was
is a true point
great
guard.
for them whenever Ja went down. And bro,
That is
like
a
I
true
said,
point guard.
they kept going. They kept winning without Ja.
Those two
All
boys
Ja
right
had
there.
to do, bro, was wait to get healthy, cook up in the playoffs, and win. Now the guy gets hurt. Like, can't really do much about that. You feel me? But the days of them winning without Ja are over. If anything, you like Ja has a lot of work to like catch up with. Now, do I see that? Would I see it? Do I think that Ja has improved his game enough to carry this team into a playing situation?
Yeah.
I believe so. Like, you got suspended for 25 games, man. And like you lost out on big money.
Yeah.
Now it's time to show what the fuck is going on, man. Like all
Mhm.
that bullshit need to be cut out. You're in. You're back.
Yep. For
Tell them
sure.
who Ja was, bro. Before the bullshit you was doing, you was in MVP conversations.
Mhm.
MVP. I had you as an MVP. I had you up there last season. And then the bullshit started. Y'all poked the bear with LeBron. Y'all did a few bad trades. And now you can't win without Ja. It's all on your shoulders, bro. This is it was your team, but this is your team now. You got the
Mhm.
weight that LeBron had before on your shoulders right now, which is not as drastic because you're not a GOAT, in my opinion. Not yet, at least. But playing is the highest to see them going. Anything further than
Yeah, I
that,
could
I
see
will be
them getting into
surprised.
the plane. I could
Anything
see
further
them
than that,
getting
so
into
I'll
the
be
plane or
surprised.
like the top, the absolute ceiling is like the 7th seed because I think Ja Morant is good enough for 30 games. And it's so early in the season that you can still pick it up.
And that's
'Cause
if
you
you
got
don't get hurt.
yeah, because you have another 60 some odd games.
Mm-hmm.
If you haven't been doing recovery this entire time, bro, and healing from those leg injuries that you have, like I don't know what you've been doing. Like if you're
Yeah,
doing the
yeah.
AD where he goes into the off seasons and doesn't fucking do anything, like doesn't work out, doesn't do anything, that's a different story. But I think they're good enough. You made a good point with Tyus Jones because the Jones brothers, they're the new Morris twins. If you have one of those guys on your team, you have not only one of the better defensive guards in the league, but you also have true points, both of them. Trey over on the Spurs, and then Tyus
Nice.
over on the Wizards. So you know, uh, I think that was a big loss for sure. I think obviously Marcus Smart getting hurt early and he just hasn't kind of found his groove with this team. Maybe when Ja comes back, it'll be a little different. But there was no reason to blow up that team. I think that team was going to be
Mm-mm.
fine. There had to have been something internal with him and the other two stars like Jaren and Ja. Who knows? But
What was,
I think
man?
he's good enough for 30 games, and I think you're absolutely right. They'll be in the plane, and I think absolute best case scenario, the 7th seed. All right,
Bro.
so let's get into the Clippers just very quickly because I feel like we got to mention it because the spotlight isn't on them right now. The Clippers have quietly won 5 in a row. Um, I will say it is against poverty, so there's a little bit of a problem there.
Mm-hmm.
They beat the Jazz, they beat the Trailblazers, and the Warriors, who are also poverty. Um, but big win over the Nuggets.
Mm-hmm.
They blew out the Sacramento Kings.
Oh yeah.
So you have some good wins under the belt. Are they starting to turn the ship around? No. You know why? Kawhi dependent, and that's not a good thing. Because if you're relying on Kawhi Leonard, who I think when healthy is a top 10 player in the league, 2019 he was a top 3 player in the league. He's one of the best ever. Kawhi Leonard, as much as, we don't like putting him in certain conversations, he is one of the best players ever. If you are reliant on Kawhi Leonard to win you games, when you have Paul George, James Harden, and Russell Westbrook, shit ain't gonna last. Because at some point, Kawhi Leonard's knees are gonna start creaking. He's gonna need that WD-40, and that shit ain't going. This shit ain't gonna work, bro. He's gonna start making the squeaking noises. The metal's gonna be scraping on the ground. Like you don't want that because Kawhi Leonard's knees are more unreliable uh, than Mauricio coming to people's birthdays. Like that's how unreliable his knees. Are, right. So
Not wrong.
uh, like it's bad. So
I don't even
that's
let you
all I
know.
got.
I
That's
don't
all I
even
gotta
let you
say.
know that I'm not coming. I just
That's what I'm saying. That's how Kawhi's knees are. They're like you do not know what's gonna happen. But
okay. Robot need an update.
Kawhi, if you're relying on Kawhi Leonard to win you games, okay, but y'all better be cooking. Russell Westbrook better be coming off this bench, averaging whatever he needs to average. Like when those guys sit down, I need the lead to continue. Like you got good pieces, you got everything you need. If they're healthy, that's a different question. But they won a quiet 5 with some notable wins, and I think they're on the uptick. Now, is it enough? Is it sustainable? I don't think so because it's very Kawhi dependent right now, and I don't.
In my opinion, honestly, it is very, very quiet depending at the moment. But the way I see it happening will be it's not even about James Harden, in my opinion. Like James Harden, he's there to do a certain job.
Breaking news by Shams.
Oh my god.
Andrew Wiggins has been benched.
Oh, why? It's not breaking news.
That is horrible.
The fuck does that
That
mean?
means they have no intentions. Zero intentions. Zero intentions of improving their lineup. Steve Kerr doesn't know what the fuck he's doing anymore. It's over.
Might be time for a switch up, man. Okay, so
And also, last thing before you continue, boycott the Dodgers. They cannot keep getting away with this. All right, keep going.
um, fuck. I lost. Okay, listen. It is very quiet, depending at the moment. I agree with that. James Harden has to understand that he's there to do a certain job. Yes, he can score, pass the ball, but in my opinion, it all comes down to PG 13. We need PG. I need PG to be early season PG. Come back as that man. Come back with him being the one leading the team in scoring. If PG could just take some of that load, take most of that load, bro. Like if as much as you can.
Hey yo.
Pause. Fuck.
Oh nah, bro. What the fuck? Hey yo,
If he could
big
take some of the
pause.
workload, pause, off of Kawhi's shoulders, you feel
Yeah.
me? I feel like this team will be more functional. Russ off the bench, as long as he keeps giving me these numbers, points, assists, gotta keep producing for the team.
Yep.
It sucks that he's on the bench because I still think it should be Harden on the bench, but we got to work with what we got. It's Paul George. Paul George is the key to this team's success. I'm telling you right now, if this team starts going deep and like being able to go further into I said deep and it like threw me off. Pause. If this team starts making a run, it's gonna be because of Paul George. It's not gonna be because of Harden. It's not gonna be because of my boy Russ. It's gonna be because of Paul George. Because I think
I think they need to let the dribbler do his thing. I think he needs to just sit there, ISO, just da 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 da, da step back, and just every time down the
yo,
floor.
I'll give you James Harden. Give me Cam Johnson, Benny Smith.
I'm gonna be honest
2
with you.
picks.
I'll take any other player in the league over James Harden.
No. I want to give you James Harden. I want to
I
give
don't
you James.
want. No one wants James Harden.
I know
I'm gonna
that's the
be honest
problem.
with you.
That's the
Yeah,
problem.
no, but y'all stuck with him.
I'm trying to get
Y'all
rid of him.
stuck with Westbrook.
No,
Y'all stuck
no, Westbrook is not the problem here. No.
stuck with Westbrook. Stuck with
Mm-mm.
Harden. Stuck with PG. Stuck with Kawhi. I think two of those guys are free agents next year, so good luck. Clippers might be on the downpour, but yeah, man. I mean, I agree. I think Paul George definitely needs to step it up. Kawhi's
Mm-hmm.
playing very well. Hopefully, he stays healthy because a healthy Kawhi Leonard in the playoffs can take anybody down. I mean, anybody. So
Mm-hmm.
I like that. All right, so we're gonna close this out with the question of the day. I feel like it dragged on a little bit. Hopefully, you guys are still with us, still kicking.
Mm-hmm.
In your opinion, just very quickly, who is the most dangerous player in NBA history when they are hot?
I want you to go first for this one because I think I know who you're gonna pick, and I want to hear what you got to say about this guy.
I think the most dangerous player when hot is Dame. And the reason
Fucking
why
knew
is
it.
because, bro, I just think back to that game in the bubble where Austin Rivers, when he finally missed, looked up into the sky with both hands and said, "Thank
Thank you.
God." Like, bro, go look at that game, and this isn't the first time Dame does this. The way his release, it's just that pop, like just pop, like just that quick pop, and it's net every time. He's getting to the rim, finishing. He's dunking at the rim. When Dame's three ball is falling, I think that is the most unstoppable thing I've ever seen in my entire life. You can put Curry up there. Obviously, people like to say Clay because of the flamethrower aspect, but you can neutralize Clay in certain situations. Damian Lillard can pass the ball. You can't neutralize that. A close second for me, um, and though I would say second and third for me is LeBron and KD. Because if LeBron's three ball is falling, there's nothing you can do. There's literally nothing you can do. You lose that game every single time if LeBron is shooting over 45% from three. Kevin Durant, when his mid range is just 100%, there's nothing you can do. That Buck series, go back and watch that when he's hot. There's literally nothing you can do. But if you're giving me one player for one game, as hot as he can possibly get, Damian Lillard, because he's gonna light you up for 80, bro.
I got
For
somebody against that.
80.
I got somebody
All
that
right.
could go against that.
That's my pick though, Dame.
My pick, Devin Booker. Going for a guard too. D Book.
Okay.
Because D Book could get, bro, just as high as Dame Lillard gets, so can
No.
D Book. Yes, bro.
Not
what?
equal.
Bro, look at the fucking playoffs, bro. Last year's
Not the same.
playoffs. Listen, he
Not the
cooked
same.
us. He cooked Russ. Well, no, Russ actually kind of stopped him. But what I mean is, like, yo, bro, like, he got some game off the Nuggets. The Lakers couldn't do that.
I know what you mean about that
And
run.
the clip that he was shooting at and everything, like, he was hot, bro.
I know what you're like. I get it, but like I genuinely don't think.
When his mid range is going,
I don't know if this is a hot
his three
take.
ball is going, and then he could lay.
I don't know if
I don't think you
this
can
is a
stop
hot take. I don't think Devin Booker will ever replicate that run ever again. I genuinely do not think he will ever get that hot again, ever in his career. Never.
I'm not with that.
I'm with. He'll never get that hot again. It was crazy, bro. The bounce, like when he would miss and they would bounce on the rim, like no, bro.
Bro, but he has that touch, so he has a shooter's touch, just like Dame has a shooter's touch, just like
Damian Lillard and Devin Booker are not in the same stratosphere as
I'm not talking about shooter. I'm talking about the touch. When the ball hits the fucking rim and it still goes in, that's a shooter's touch.
The only guy who is
touch.
comparable in shooter's touch with Dame is Steph Curry because he's the greatest shooter of all time.
It's still a shooter's touch if you can shoot and it bounces off the rim. You're telling me that D Book doesn't have a shooter's touch?
He does have a shooter's touch, but him and Dame aren't in the same sentence.
I'm not saying that they have the same shooter's touch or anything like that. I'm saying
when
he has
hot,
one. Yes.
Are you taking a hot Devin Booker over a hot Steph Curry?
No, I'm not. Wait,
are you taking a hot Devin Booker over a hot Kevin Durant?
No.
That's what I'm saying, bro. So how can he be the most dangerous one? Hot.
Because
people were like, I feel like when they ask this question, people say Kobe, which is like fine.
Bro, I got an honorable mention for you.
Who?
Linsanity. He was hot for a good fucking.
Nah, but for real,
that's a real thing. He was one of the most dangerous players at one point. Like, yeah, bro, if you're telling me if D Book is shooting at that clip, he's not one of the most dangerous players in this league.
But it's not the same as him being as hot as Damian Lillard or the other players that we mentioned.
At the same level of being,
I think James Harden has hit levels of more hot than Devin Booker. That season where he averaged 36, that shit was untouchable. That's what I'm saying. So you got to think about these fucking legends. I get what you mean, bro. That run was insane, but he's not replicating that run.
I think he is.
He will not.
I think he is, bro. I really do.
Live on Pick and Pop.
I listen live
right
on
here,
Pick
right
and
now.
Pop.
Wait.
Yeah,
live on Pick and Pop. I bet Mauricio $100 after the playoff run.
Okay.
That Devin Booker cannot replicate the numbers that he had last year. Because we just watched the Big Three against Brooklyn. Bradley Beal was a non-factor. So he's not taking shots away from Devin Booker. KD has become more of a facilitator. He is not replicating that shooting performance. Let's just be honest about it. You and I are taking Steph Curry when hot over Devin Booker. You and I are taking Kevin Durant over Devin Booker when he's hot. Mm-hmm. You're talking about touch. Would you rather have a hot Devin Booker or would you rather have Game 6 against Boston, LeBron James in Miami?
Okay.
The iconic,
you can't.
That's what I'm saying. It's in
But
the
I'm talking about
playoffs
right now.
right now.
Right now.
You're talking about today? Because that wasn't the question. I said NBA history.
Okay, NBA history. Yes, LeBron is obviously can get more. Like, what was
T-Mac.
able to get up there.
T-Mac. 13 points.
Mm-hmm.
That shit, like, you know what I mean? But like, out of just today,
Added
yeah.
today.
I mean, yeah, I guess Devin Booker's up there for sure. Today, like, if
Today.
you told me like today, yeah.
Yeah, because
Even though
I'm only thinking about players right now. I wasn't like when I saw that question, I must have misread
I
it
don't know, bro.
because I
I
was
don't
thinking
know,
about
bro.
players
'Cause
right now.
that motherfucker Jokic be pissing me the fuck off, dog. No, Luca. It's not even. That's not even comparable.
Okay,
I just thought about it for a second.
okay,
Today,
Magic.
Luca, there's nobody that can. When Luca gets hot, when he's doing that bullshit, throwing it like this from the 3-point line and it's
Luka
going in,
Magic. But
you can't do
still,
nothing about
I'll take the
that
book
bullshit.
over a Luca getting it hot.
So all time though, who is your pick?
All time.
That's the question.
Well, then if we was talking all time, I'm taking LeBron.
All time, the
Yeah.
hottest.
Mm-hmm. I'm taking
You can
LeBron.
make a case for Braun
I'm
because
taking LeBron.
again,
I
like you
thought you were
can't
gonna go
stop him.
Braun.
Nah,
I thought you were gonna go Braun, but nah,
I'll
I'm
go
taking
because
Braun.
we've watched games, bro. That shit is ridiculous. Because you got to think like Braun can get hot from the three, but his three is not what Damian Lillard's
Yeah,
three
but
ball is when he's hot.
like I'm looking at it more than just a three ball. Like, yes, when Dame is hitting from anywhere, just like Curry, it is
Hmm.
basically unstoppable. For LeBron, when his three is falling, it unlocks his whole game even
Yep,
easier because now you got to worry about this man popping it from the logo.
it's like
So you
ultra
got to
instinct
guard. You
Braun.
got yeah, exactly. You got to guard up, and he's blowing right past you, and either he's putting it on three defenders' heads, pause, or he's dishing it out.
Even if the three ball's not
Corner
falling,
hit.
you remember
Uh,
2018 when that mid range
yes,
fadeaway,
bro.
the
I
mid range
know,
fadeaway was unstoppable.
bro.
A
I
hot
don't know,
LeBron James,
bro.
yeah. I mean that's
Listen,
something
I
serious.
like if we're talking all time, I'm taking LeBron. Right now, I'm taking D Book. Those are my two picks.
Right now I'm taking Luca. All time I'm still taking Dame, just cause like I've seen him hot and it's whatever he puts up, just it goes in every single fucking time.
I think I'm
Well,
taking. All right, if we're talking about closing out games, I'll take Dame. But if we're talking about hot, I'll take Curry over Dame. I've seen, bro. Listen, Curry gave me nightmares in the OKC runs. He gave me nightmares, bro. Bro, this man got into a whole fucking scuffle with OKC with Russ, I think it
scuffle.
was. Got into a whole scuffle, got argument and shit like that. It's like what a second or two left on the fucking clock. Motherfucker
Yeah.
pops that shit from the fucking logo and then runs to the locker room without even looking at that shit go in. Like,
Yeah.
bro, like he gave me more nightmares back then than Dame
Mhm.
did. Now Dame gave me nightmares too. Don't get me wrong. Like this
Yeah.
will forever haunt me. Okay,
Yep.
but that I'll take Curry over Dame.
Okay. I respect it.
Mm-hmm.
Because Curry, another one. He's on that list for sure.
All time I got Braun.
Braun, you can make an argument for. I'm going with Dame today, Luca. But all time Dame, I just think it's fucking ridiculous.
Honorable mention Kyrie too.
Hmm.
But when Kyrie is hot, bro, like
There's nothing you can do.
nothing, bro. The way he could lay you up, bro, it was
I'm
insane.
taking KD probably number 3 when hot all time. Because I witnessed it in the playoffs. A one man glass cannon. It was unbelievable.
Yeah, it was.
It
It was
was
great.
unreal, bro.
That
One
worked.
toenail away from
Yep,
an NBA
toenail away.
championship. Unbelievable. But
Yeah, yeah. Had my boy rethinking wearing bigger size shoes. He
yeah.
goes, if I wore my actual size, maybe.
But yeah.
Yeah. All right,
All right,
ladies and
Kings.
gentlemen. Those are my picks. Those were Andy's picks. Here on Pick and Pop, we've officially said it. There is $100 on the line. I got D Book being able to replicate those playoff numbers. He doesn't. He doesn't think it's ever happening again. I think it's easy money for me. I think I'm about to be $100 richer come playoff time. Come after my fault. After the season's over. But with that being said, thank you so much for coming and watching Pick and Pop episode number 6. I've had a great time. Andy has had a great time. We've discussed a few different things. Pause on what I said a little earlier. Draymond's been wilding. Who knows what's gonna happen with Zach LaVine?
Yep.
The Clippers, are they going up, or is this just another fucking like smoke screen? Who knows, bro? Find out next time an episode of Dragon Ball. Now I'm fucking with you. Go ahead, Andy.
Now that's it, man. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Like, comment, and subscribe. That's all we have for you guys. Next week, tune in. We got a big episode coming up. Other than that, hope you guys have a great rest of your day and happy holidays.
Happy motherfucking holidays.